Hi everyone, and a special hello to all those Dexter fans that are watching this video. If the beginning of this video looks familiar to some of you, it's because the day that I made this video, I also made my broken glass cupcakes. There'll be a link in the description box and in the annotations to that video. So in a large saucepan, you're going to place 2 cups of water, and it's going to be over high heat. Then to the water, add 1 cup of white corn syrup. And then 3½ cups of white granulated sugar. Finally, add 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Now, what the cream of tartar does is it helps keep the candy glass nice and clear, and it keeps the sugar mixture from crystallizing too quickly when it's cooling. Is it absolutely necessary? Probably not. Now, you're going to stir this until the mixture starts to boil, just so that all the sugar has a chance to dissolve and doesn't get stuck to the bottom of the pan. Once it starts to boil, however, you don't have to stir it anymore. You're going to boil this until the mixture reaches 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 degrees Celsius. Now, in order to do this, I'm using a candy thermometer. Candy thermometers are nice because they sit right in the mixture. The thermometers are submersible. You can put them in the water afterwards to clean them off. Now, if you don't have a candy thermometer, you need to reach the hard crack stage. And I will put a link in the description box to a candy making website where you can see what the hard crack stage looks like and how you can manage to get to that point. It seems to take forever to get past 225, but once it does, it'll start to rise very quickly. It does take about 15 or 20 minutes, though, to get to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, so you have to be a little bit patient. You'll notice that the mixture will get thick and it won't steam as much. And once it reaches 300, the thermometer will move very quickly, so keep an eye on it. Once it gets to 300, then you're going to pour it into a prepared dish. I'm using a cookie sheet that's been lined with aluminum foil, and the aluminum foil has been greased with cooking spray. And then you're going to let it cool for about 3 or 4 minutes until when you touch it, it's starting to feel a little bit dry and it feels like the surface is hardening, but it's going to still feel soft under your fingers. Then you're going to take a sharp knife and you're just going to score the candy. And scoring means drawing lines through it. And I'm using a ruler just so that I'm trying to get them to be uniform length, about 3 inches in length. And then you're going to score the candy in the opposite direction to make little rectangles. And as I'm scoring the candy, I'm not going all the way through, about halfway through the candy. Let it cool completely. It takes about an hour or so. And then lift the tinfoil out of the baking dish and then just break the candy apart. And it should break quite nicely along the lines that you made with the knife. So you get these nice little rectangles with nice, straight, neat edges. And then you can decorate them because these are supposed to be blood slides. I took some red food color and a toothpick, and I'm just drawing on the drops of blood on each of the slides. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the television show Dexter, Dexter is the main character of that television show, and he is a serial killer. And what he does is, as a trophy, he takes a drop of blood from each victim and puts it on a microscope slide. And then he keeps the slides in a wooden box all lined up. And I didn't have a wooden box, so I used this white cardboard box that I had. And one thing about this candy glass, it is really nice the day that you make it, but after several hours, it becomes very sticky. And if you put them in a box like that all lined up, they're going to be all stuck together. If you try to make these a day or two ahead, it just doesn't work. So it's something you'd have to make the day of a party if you were going to make these for a Dexter Halloween party. So there we go, Dexter blood slides. Give them a try.